Hey guys, Crimson Thunder here, and welcome to episode number 45 of Megamek, the Stormbringing Destroyers. Also sparring down on a ball of flames, we also have the other Mega Warrior that crashed again.
Oh, is that about ball of fire?
And then explodes.
Forget the explosion.
Oh shit, get the fire extinguisher.
Hey guys, it's Black Phoenix.
And last time, I think we had a giant air battle, I think.
Yeah, we did.
And in this episode, I think we got 4 battles, including one in the Black Flare. A few months have passed since there hasn't really been much, and all of a sudden all the operations start going back to normal. And last time we also figured out that there was a traitor in House Davion that ended up shooting Captain Alexander Keyes in the head. And
Which was totally unexpected.
totally unexpected, and apparently it was a female mech warrior too. Which makes it even more embarrassing. And hopefully there's things about those returning around. Lord of Legality here. This live stream is intended for anybody that is 13 and older, and anybody under the age of 13 is not permitted to be watching this live stream. If you are in that category, you ought to click away from this live stream at once. Crimson Thunder and Black Phoenix will not be held responsible for any data that may be collected by YouTube by watching this. You have been warned. Thank you. Okay, Black Phoenix, it is Wednesday, June 14, 3043. 3 months have passed, and it is currently a Wednesday. And then like, Lieutenant Lake, I think we ended up getting something really interesting here.
Really?
Yeah, take a look at this, and I hand you a part of the report from earlier, or from the intel.
Unfortunately, the only thing this intel is telling us is what we've already managed to figure out.
Figure out what?
We've already figured out the enemy's troop movements, but we can't exactly figure out where. But we can't seem to. According to these reports, we can't seem to figure out where they're based out of.
Yeah, but look at.
Do me a favor and tell intelligence to come back when they actually happen to have something of value.
They already did. So you haven't looked at the next page yet. Should I roll for your reaction?
Yes.
I roll a 7.
Alright. Now tell me, why wasn't this on the first page?
Because you haven't looked into it. And take a look at the third page. As I roll a 20.
This entire report is completely chaotic, no sense of order.
Did you not see on there that the pirates have also regrouped and they are planning an attack at any moment? And I don't think they brought in light stuff.
We've known that they've been consolidating their forces for the last 2 months.
Yeah.
It's been pretty much a waiting game this entire time.
Unless they... Oh no.
Wait a second.
Beep 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 beep. Alert. All officers report to the briefing room immediately.
This better be important. Because if this report says what I think it does, this could turn to be deadly for all of us.
Everybody comes in. Okay,
Alright.
the
Alright, what's the big emergency?
the translator is activating again.
Okay, patch it through. Let's hear it.
Standing by. Downloading now. And play. Oops.
Incoming transmission from Davy Command to Lieutenant Lake. Those pirates are attacking again. They are attacking with 2 lances of mostly mechs with a couple of dangerous vehicles. 3 of the mechs are heavies. That includes a Warhammer, a Crusader, and a Grasshopper. These pilots, for the most part, are rookies, but there are 2 veteran officers in this group. Daniel Wu in the Crusader, and Rick Banjerji in the Cicada. A light flight of enemy aerospace fighters are also providing air support as well. Also, a medium lance of reinforcements are also coming from the south as well, destroying at least 50% of the main group, and this will hopefully teach them not to come back and attack us again.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we got a confirmation. We do get a confirmation from our radar sources back over at Davian Command. They are sending 2 lances of mixed units, and there are 3 heavies in the group. One of them being an officer. Actually, correction. There's 2 officers in this. Daniel Wu. I have not heard about her in 20 years.
Crimson, why aren't you telling me?
Daniel Wu.
Captain!
Do me a favor, Lieutenant. Go out to the field, and if you end up capturing this woman alive, bring her here, because we may have to do a torture session with her.
Alright. But if I bring it back,
Is that a
you're
yes,
taking care of the
sir, or
torture.
no, sir?
Yes, sir. But like I said, if I bring it back, the torture is yours, not mine.
Get to your mechs, Lieutenant.
Aye, sir.
Okay, so I should Are you also requesting aerospace fighter support or no?
Which flights are available at this time?
All of them.
Get Thunderflight out of their bunks and ready for departure immediately.
Stand up defender. They'll provide air support. They'll also provide air support. I'll also load them up with some close air support personnel. Support. Aerospace fighter. Cluster bomb. We're running out of high explosive bombs, just so you know.
Thanks for the warning.
So they are fully loaded with cluster bombs. Okay, you may now connect. And temperatures are in this are in the safe zone. For those of you who are currently watching, I just note that I have ordered some new parts in order to do some upgrades, so I will actually be monitoring the temp, but it should be much better than it has been previously. And we should be able to do so. I've discovered a bit of how to temporarily fix this at least. And now I'm waiting for Lieutenant Lake to connect.
Trust me, I'm actually waiting for I'm just waiting for it to load in. Of course, my computer chooses now to start its diagnostic. I have to put it on hold temporarily, not by choice.
I mean, as long as your computer's running fine, the diagnostic can wait. And your objective is to destroy at least 4 enemies. And you should avoid losing half of yours. That is not. Oh, you in?
Along. Come on. Maybe something's wrong with my Java.
I think we're having some technical difficulties. Please stand by. Alright, now that Black Phoenix is connected, I can now assign all the other stuff. Um, 210 tons of a bunch of whoop ass on those pirates. Alright, ready for ya? I'm ready for this. I'm ready for the sequence when you are.
All right. Begin the startup sequence on my count. Comms line are green. Begin in 3, 2, 1. Mark.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons systems online. All functioning systems nominal.
Phoenix Lance, this is command. We have confirmation of enemy pirates inbound from the south. Thunderflight is currently en route to your position. Pirates
Copy
are
that.
Pirates are a bullseye 280, 40 miles. Be careful. It's very the terrain is very open out there.
That's gonna make things a little bit more difficult.
That means you try to use all 12 of your movement points as much as you can. I think you should don't have to rely on sensors this time. See that Crusader over at 2433?
Checking. Yeah, I see it. I see all of it.
Yeah, that's the one. Thunderflight here. We are 2 clicks out. Ready for bombing run on your command.
Hold your position until we have. Hold position until we have an accurate lock.
Phoenix Lance, full speed ahead.
I want to make sure that our shots are completely precise. Don't want to end up risking any casualties.
You also notice that there is a SRM carrier. It is currently loaded with 10 SRM-6 launchers. Your reaction is a 19.
Oh, goody, an SRM carrier. Perfect target practice.
Phoenix Lance, this is command. Use extreme caution. We have a confirmed sighting of an SRM-6 launcher. Those things will tear you apart if you get too close in front of it. Recommend you attack them from either the sides or the rear.
Don't have to tell me twice.
You also find a scorpion mech heading towards you as well.
Great.
Alright, you succeed in both your piloting skill checks. Easily.
No rocket firing solution available.
Well, you're too far away from them, that's why. Pirates move first. There's also a Manticore heavy tank in the area as well.
Quite interesting indeed.
Thunderfly here. One click away. We have radar contacts on the ground.
Very good. We shall inform you when everything else is set. Till then, hold position.
We kinda can't hover here, sir.
Or
This is command. Thunderflight, stand by for bombing run. Over.
yeah, what he said.
Oh, nice. You got a mod 4 for running 12. That's gonna make it really hard for the enemies to hit you. Now, there's also an enemy grasshopper in the area too. Those things are designed to hunt down light and medium mechs with all of its lasers. But like all of them, like all the other mechs, it's fairly weak in the rear armor.
Yeah, I kind of figured that one. Wasn't you really? Alright, so let's see what we can do with this.
Keep charging straight ahead, with all your movement points without sprinting.
Another mod 4 coming up.
Yep, that's a mod 4. And you're definitely well out of the range of the SRM carrier.
Good thing for that.
There's also that cicada also has that officer too. It's a very fast scout, but it's also very lightly armed and lightly armored. I'd focus on some of the slower stuff first, like the ones that are closer. Okay. Just
Now
wait.
let's see what we can do with this, shall we? Alrighty.
Yeah, that Scorpion is shooting at one of your Phoenix Hawks. However, the chances of it hitting are very low. That's what happens when you run when your mod is at 4. It makes you a lot harder to hit.
In every sense of the word, too.
Yeah, piloting those light mechs really requires a good pilot because the light mechs are so lightly armored and protective. You cannot afford to make any mistakes. Probably the militia mech, maybe, with one of them.
That's my plan.
Well, those aren't bad numbers. I mean, the small laser sure is an 11, but it's not gonna but as long as you're not
Can't
overheating.
get a clear shot with my 4H.
Well, it's too
Dang.
far away. Well, that Phoenix Hawk just basically made a doing like that is a dumb move. And Daniel Wu is actually shooting at it. Well, the small laser is going to automatically fail on that Scorpion. but you did manage to hit it in the head.
Excellent.
And I can literally hit the Phoenix Hawk in the leg. You still got plenty of armor left. Basically, the Scorpion missed a kick against the Phoenix Hawk, and the Cicada kicked the Phoenix Hawk, and it still stands. Down to fly here. We have a visual contact on the battleground. We are prepared to go in weapons hot. Over.
Copy that. Stand by to receive target coordinates.
Roger that. Although I really know where I'm gonna drop one of the rounds of clusters. I would move 5A up next. Try getting a little closer to that grasshopper at full speed. With the
5A, huh?
Yeah, with 5A. Yeah, the running will do better than jumping right now when you're trying to get your evasion. Hopefully that... Well, it will make it difficult for the SRM carrier to hit you. Just be careful not to get too close in front of an SRM carrier. I was thinking more towards a little bit south and then turning east towards it, so you're staying away from it a little bit more. Well, you can use your next Phoenix Hawk to do the same.
Alrighty.
So what I'm thinking here is like, you move like five. So you're like moving forward 5, and then you're taking the turn to heading towards the southeast. So, in a sense, I'm gonna say your probably best bet is to probably go to like 1732.
1732, huh?
Yeah. Because that grasshopper has a gunnery skill for 6, it's gonna make it near impossible for that thing to shoot at you. Since it also jumped, it's gonna get a +3 penalty. And if you have a mod 4 for something like that, its chances are pretty much impossible. So if you have now you can move. You can have the other Phoenix Hawk go right behind that militia mech. And I know where exactly I'm going to drop my my bombs. Alright. So I'm gonna accelerate one. Accelerate one. Send two, so I don't have to take a piloting skill check. And that should do it. Gotta have my other pilot do the same. Yep, the militia mech fell. Since you're right up to it, you're good.
This means only one thing. Target practice!
Well, the Phoenix Hawk 2 has a -2 bonus to that because of that. Yeah, that Scorpion is actually shooting at one of the Corsairs. But it needs an 11 to hit, though. Yeah, and that SRM launcher needs 12, so... For bombs... 2 there... Bombs away there. Bombs away. And bombs away. Those other mechs are actually shooting at me. Bomb.
Well, you really must have pissed someone off.
Well, what do you expect? What do you expect? I'm flying over their heads. Thunder flight. Cluster bombs away. Danger. Black Phoenix. Danger close. Luckily for you, you're just out of range. By the way, you destroyed the SRM carrier.
Good.
You also You also destroyed the life support and environmental ceiling on that militia mech. Good, I mean, good effect on target, I believe. The Warhammer missed the kick and it fell on its side. That's one down. And since it fell, it had to do. Alright, the Manticore did not move. And the armor is stripped off on the rear of that tank, so that would be the likely place to actually destroy the tank, the enemy tank from. I think 5A might be in the best area to do so. If I was
So where am I moving 5A?
you can, since low gravity, you can jump to that. Since that Crusader is going to have some short-range missiles, the best place I would do is jump into that Lightwoods at 24, 26 and face north. There you go. And I would definitely be shooting the SRMs at that tank. Next, I'd have 4H support the Phoenix Hawk number 2 and getting rid of that Militia mech. If you're gonna go for a headshot on it, what I probably would do is do the long run to 1532 and be facing at least southeast or northeast. Southeast and northeast would probably be best. That's good. You have a mod 3. Now Phoenix Hawk 1 has a good opportunity to go behind that grasshopper. And I'd probably be doing a lot of these long runs. Good. Alright, now the Warhammer hasn't got up yet, so I would probably would do a long run to support the other two mechs towards the north. Or you could also do a long run, probably do a long run to 1531 and help out the Phoenix Hawk, so you're not alone or anything.
Okay, mind running that by me like one more time?
Well, Well, you got two options. You can have your other Phoenix Hawk support the other Phoenix Hawk in the quick draw 5A towards the northeast, or you could do a long run around 1531 to finish off that militia mech. 4H will probably be the better move since you don't want that quick draw all by itself if you can avoid it. That'll work. The Crusader's going to take cover. And it looks like that Warhammer failed to get up. I cannot shoot with any of my aerospace fighters.
Aim for the head and the rest will fall.
I mean, you did the aim shot, right?
Yep.
Alright. Why don't you have 4H possibly shoot the Warhammer then? Because I'm pretty sure that Militia Mech's gonna die from that Phoenix Hawk. Quick draw to the Manicord and the Phoenix Hawk to the Grasshopper. Yep, and the militia mech is dead. And you also blew up the Manicore tank.
Pilot's dead.
Yeah, you destroyed the head. The that militia mech needed an 18 in order to avoid becoming killed, and that was near impossible. That was impossible. And you missed the kick, but you are still standing. You win the initiative.
Look at the message. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's wrap up this round.
Well, you could. I think the best move. I think you should probably start heading towards that Crusader if you really want to take it out. Because that thing already has a -1 to its movement because it's at heat 7.
For the Crusader, huh?
Yeah, the Crusader is going to move, but I move with one of your southwesternmost units first.
I'm just gonna move my 5A first.
No. I said the southwestern one. You want to wait for the Crusader to move.
Long. Right idea, wrong model.
Because I don't think that Warhammer's getting up. Okay. Alright, you're the Phoenix Hawk in the southwesternmost. Oh, it got up. I would have the AI move next.
Unable to comply.
Just hit next flyer.
I just did.
It hasn't moved yet.
Open to ideas.
Did you hit next flyer?
Yes.
Alright, have Phoenix Hawk number 2 try to get behind that Warhammer. The right arm is about to get destroyed on it. Okay, that's good. That's good. Alright, the Crusader moved. So 5A, I would probably jump behind it. But when you do, make sure you do not use your missiles. See that wood? There you go. You want some air support, right?
Yes.
Barrel roll. Barrel roll successful. Alright, I'm gonna use the large lasers on it because I'm not gonna. Return to fire, sir.
Fire.
I would have just held off with the small laser. Because the small laser only has a range of 3. That machine gun that the Crusader's shooting at is going to do absolutely nothing. Those are good hit odds. Those are excellent hit odds. Okay, so the Cicada shot the right arm on the Phoenix Hawk 2 for some minor damage. The Corsair actually ended up destroying an LRM-15 launcher and ended up destroying the right arm off of that. You did shoot the Scorpion with a Phoenix Hawk with an ER, with a pulse laser. Minor, the glancing blow from the Warhammer to your Phoenix Hawk. And the right arm is also destroyed. Destroyed all kinds of stuff. Off that Warhammer. You shot the head off of Daniel Wu. 40 damage, and it's somehow still standing. Perhaps you could help it out a little bit more.
Be my genuine pleasure.
You got kicked, and the gyro in the engine set, and Phoenix Hawk 2 is crippled, which means you should retreat with it.
Very good idea.
We win initiative again. Enemy reinforcements have arrived. You notice there's another Scorpion about. There's also a Commando 2D, a Wolverine, and a Fire Javelin. I move Phoenix Hawk 2 first and try to... And I would probably want to move her as far to the northwest as much as you can.
I'm just gonna see what I can do about getting my other Phoenix Hawk out of range.
Well, you could sprint if you really need to.
Looks like I might not have a choice in this case.
The gyro, just be careful. Your gyro is damaged.
Yep, I have that's gonna be the case. I'm gonna try something different.
You gotta try getting up though.
Okay, not exactly what I wanted to go, and I can't
she's
move.
knocked out. That means you gotta end your movement. Well, that Crusader hasn't moved yet, but that Grasshopper has. Maybe your other Phoenix Hawk could probably go after it.
Whether Phoenix Hawk is going after the grasshopper?
Yeah. I mean, that thing only has a mod of 1. And I would definitely go into that woods right directly behind it. Oh great, she's done for. I would have 4H support the Phoenix Hawk with against that grasshopper.
Agreed.
There's nothing you can do about the Phoenix Hawk now. The Phoenix Hawk number 2. Alright, quick draw 5A, just turn around right in spot.
Turn around and fire on the Crusader.
Yep. I think you're definitely, and you probably should out, and I think you should Alpha Strike that Crusader here, because that Crusader is done, pretty much done for. One of the Crusaders ended up not doing so well. Alright. 5A, I think you know what to do here.
Don't mind if I do. Oh, whoops.
And the Crusader blows up. Catastrophic failure. Pilot ejected, but the Crusader is completely destroyed. But apparently you did take a hit to the head there, almost destroying your head.
Connect me to Captain McDonald.
Son. This is command.
This is Black Phoenix calling Captain McDonald, better known as Crimson Thunder. Do you copy?
This is command. Go ahead, over.
We've managed to isolate the impudent one that is known as Danielle Wu.
Excellent. Snatch her and bring her back to the base.
It would be my genuine pleasure. First, 4H. Deal with this impudent grasshopper scum. Pleasure.
Everybody return. The enemy has sounded a retreat. Good job, everybody. Send all salvage teams up and prepare for debriefing.
Understood. Oh, and do me a favor. Send a salvage team to pick up Phoenix Hawk 2.
Wait, salvage teams are en route. Alright, just hit that when you're ready. You've gotten 3 kills. Annabelle and you have also been injured.
This is Phoenix Lance. We're on final approach to the base. Scramble the medical teams.
We are standing by. Apparently she's not appearing here, but I guess I'll create her. After we do this debriefing, I'm gonna need to take a very short intermission to fix this thing. The thing.
All right.
She's not there.
Understood.
Alright, Black Phoenix, you ready for the debriefing?
Ready.
Incoming transmission from Davian Command.
Patch it through.
Well done, Lieutenant Lake. The damage that you have caused should definitely put a huge dent to their combat capabilities. But they are not out of the fight completely. We have an unconfirmed report that they have dug up a casket from a mech warrior's grave reportedly that had the call sign Crimson Vulture. But we are going to do some more investigation into this. And transition. And
This
should I roll?
Captain McDonald, take over here. I'll be back.
Your status report, sir?
Something I need to check.
Hey, you got some cuts on your chest. You might want to go to the infirmary. Have one of the doctors.
I'll do
patch it
so
up.
after I check this out. I
What?
thought my hunch is wrong.
And you're pretend. Yeah. Yeah. What's going on, Lieutenant? Lieutenant Lake.
I'm definitely going to need an aerial transport. I gotta get to my grandfather's grave on the double.
What? What are you are you suspecting something that we don't know?
If what I think has happened actually has happened, this day is about to get a lot worse.
What? What are you talking about? Who said what?
The debriefing report, that symbol, only one person actually had that symbol.
Who did?
My grandfather.
All right. Well, what's in the so what was in the what was in that what was in the debriefing that I don't know about?
That mech, that slight flash of a slight image of a mech that looked like the one my grandfather used.
So what are you telling me? What did the debrief? What was that mentioned in the debriefing from Davian Command? I didn't hear it.
If what I think has happened has, it's like I said.
What?
If my grandfather's mech has been stolen, we are definitely in for one hell of a fight.
What did the what? But the question is, what did Davian Command say in the debriefing?
Something involving Crimson Vulture. That was actually the call sign my grandfather actually had while he was here.
What about it? I mean, isn't he buried up there somewhere?
He is.
So
At least I hope he still is.
Oh shit. Alright. I'm arranging aerial transport.
Thank you.
And I'm also sending a platoon of infantry to support with you too.
Alright, just make sure they don't get in my way.
They're there to make sure that you don't get your ass shot.
Like I said, they can protect me if they wish, but as long as they don't interfere with my investigation, they can do it. They can do it as they desire.
They have their orders. So you fly out there, and 5 hours later, like maybe an hour or two passed.
Emergency channel to Crimson Thunder now.
This is command.
Crimson, my grandfather's mech. It's gone.
What? Are you at the gravesite?
Yes.
Yeah. I heard something about a casket. They dug up somebody's casket in that area. Is this what are you telling me what I think what might be going on?
I'm afraid so.
I thought Are you actually really angry?
I'm afraid so. And
So-
by the stars of Gunthar, I can promise you this. Until that casket is returned, nothing is gonna stop me from finding the one that has desecrated the grave of my ancestors.
So somebody, so can you confirm somebody has dug up the casket of that grave?
I can. Sending you visuals now.
I see here. I'm making. No one does that ever. There's only one person that could probably be doing that. That freaking traitor. Alright, so now, will that conclude the debriefing? Black Phoenix, return to base immediately.
I'm on my way.
Okay, I just need to take maybe a 1 or 2 minute intermission to fix something, and I'll be right back.
Alright.
Alright, we are back. All of a sudden, Black Phoenix arrives back at the base. And your reaction when he comes to me is a 11. Very cute.
I want connect me to Davian Command and get the entire Command Council in here now.
Alright, we're all going to the briefing room. Davian, this is Davian Command.
Davian Command, this is Black Phoenix. Our worst fears have come to pass. My grandfather's casket and his battle mech are missing.
What?
You heard me. We managed to pick up a slight energy variance that's consistent with another battle mech. And unfortunately, it looks like the traitor looks like the traitor within the House of Davion has actually taken the mech for herself and desecrated the grave.
Oh. The only one that could possibly do this is Jocelyn Meyer. We're good. All right. She is definitely a traitor to our group, and now we have a reason to possibly put a KOS order on her.
I request your permission to put together an assault team and go after her.
Negative. We don't know where she is, but when we find out about her whereabouts, we will let you know as soon as possible. And we are not authorizing any bombing runs near our civilian targets.
I actually have an idea. It's risky, but
Lieutenant,
it will eliminate the need to worry about civilian casualties.
until we find out where exactly the coordinates are, which we don't know at this time, we cannot authorize any strikes against it. But until then, we do request also that everybody is to stay alert. We may not this war just got a little bit intensified because we're defending on two fronts. Davion Command out. Of course, he has to make the thing far harder than it has to. And right, but they do have a point. We can't just go blindly charging into somebody else. You don't know if you're gonna get ambushed or not. But that cut on your chest really has gotten nasty. Your orders is to go to the infirmary and get patched up.
Since there isn't anything else I can do right now, I guess I should.
Alright. And your other lance mate, Annabelle Dumhouse, is also waiting for you there as well.
Understood.
In the meantime,
I relieve myself from command for 24 hours.
In the meantime, I have a little session to do with our prisoner you also brought in.
Like I said, I officially relieve myself of command for 24 hours so I can heal and recover.
Okay. So back in the prisoner bay, you're Danielle Wu, okay? It's
Alright, if you insist.
yeah. It's been 15 years since you last saw me. Okay, put her in the dunk tank. Put her in the chains and prep the dunk tank.
With pleasure.
Where are you guys coming from?
I missed you too, Crimson.
Drop her in the tank.
You realize it's not actually going to help.
Well, I put her in the tank, filled it up, and dragged her back up. Tell me where they are. Don't make me activate the electrical works on this.
Try if you might, but you seem to forget one thing in particular. I've actually been pretty much hardened to this kind of torture. Let's just say that there's not much that can pretty much tear me apart these days.
Oh, sorry. Maybe this well. Dunks in the tank. Puts some shot. And all of a sudden she gets shocked some more.
That actually tickles.
Okay, time to turn up the amps.
Such a fool. Do you actually realize what you're actually up against?
What am I up against, huh?
You're up against one of the most unexpected alliances on this side of the known worlds.
Really? What else can
Don't you understand? The pirates and the Taurian Concordia are actually working together for the first time.
Really? Any idea who dug up the grave of the Crimson Vulture?
That would be none. Only someone that's calling herself Black Swan.
Black Swan, huh? Where can I find this Black Swan?
You don't find this Black Swan unless she wants to be found.
Yo, you're gonna tell me where it is right now. I can do this all day if you want me to.
Like I
Put
said,
her in a tank.
I don't know where she is. She comes to me.
Is it one of those Davian traitors, possibly?
Yeah, she did mention something about the House of Davian.
So tell me, does the name Jocelyn Meyer come to mind?
Yes, it does.
Tell me why she's here. Tell me why she decided to do this.
Isn't it obvious? What she's actually after is something far beyond your own understanding.
Why don't you enlighten me?
Do you actually thought that the Triadium power source with discovery was just a mere coincidence?
Oh, really? Tell me more.
What it truly is, it's only the beginning of what's to come. What if I actually told you that said Triadium was only like a small fragment of what's coming our way?
Really? And what's coming our way?
Tune your astral sensors to coordinates negative 13.66 by negative 200.573.
And why should I be so worried? I'm able to defeat anybody.
Not when it comes to something like this. See for yourself.
I take the evidence? Okay, guys. Take her out of the tank. Put her in the smallest cell that you can possibly find.
Whether you realize it or not, all of us are doomed.
Until you come to your senses, I'm not letting you leave. So that session's over. I walk to the med bay. Lieutenant Lake, how you feeling?
Let's say I've been through worse.
Take a look at this. I think I found out more information about what the hell or what has been going on that involves the grave robbers. Take a look.
Really?
Yeah. Data pad. Here's a data pad. You take a look at it. I roll an 18.
Oh my god. Initialize the sensors at once.
They're already on searching, but we have no signs of them. Apparently this Apparently this black swan is that traitor that killed your grandfather.
Hold on. Picking up something. Oh my god. Crimson? I certainly hope I'm not seeing what I think I'm seeing.
See what's going on?
Take a look at this and see for yourself. Either I'm hallucinating, or that is pretty much looking like two pirate dreadnoughts and what looks like a giant asteroid of triadium alloy.
A dreadnought?
Not just one dreadnought.
They're trying.
Two.
Yeah, they're heading towards the planet, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
It still might take several days, but I want you to be on alert.
I just managed to get a passive scan of how many ships are actually stored in that dreadnought. Oh crap. Crimson? I think we're gonna need a bigger army.
Alright. I'll report this to Davian Command, but you need some rest. You'll be fine.
Do you know how many ships that they've actually got?
No, so looks like it's gonna be a fun time of fireworks now, isn't it?
No, but still, do you know how many ships they've got? Close to 10,000.
Oh shit. Well, I gotta think here. I'll alert Davian Command. But until then, I'm going back to my office. Okay, is Harona come along or no? Or next day?
Next day.
Thursday, June 15, 3043. Yeah, looks like things are going better. And
yeah, it's still finding it a bit hard to breathe though.
It's only some cuts. You're not that hurt.
Yeah. Aside from that, I'll be okay.
Yeah, I just got word from Davian Command that they're sending their entire space fleet, their space fleet back in order to engage those pirates.
Even a fraction of, even with our fleet at full power, it'll still only manage to scratch the surface of those dreadnoughts. And with them pretty much having an entire triadium asteroid in tow, the destructive applications that can actually follow are enough to send shivers down my spine. And not in a good way either.
Oh dear. Beep beep beep. All officers, report Report the briefing room immediately.
Understood. Oh, and have Honora meet us in the briefing room as well.
Will do. Spaceman, Harana, report to briefing room immediately.
On our way.
Okay. Translators coming in now, coming in now.
Patch it through and decrypt.
Decrypting now.
Incoming transmission from Davian Command to Captain Crystal Terra. Hello, Captain. We have a situation here. We have 4 civilian units that need help. They are attempting to carry supplies to our base and have to go through a corridor that is likely patrolled by enemy battle mechs. We need you to eliminate these enemies and lead them to safety. We suspect 3 assault meds are patrolling through the area. 2 stalkers and 1 banshee. Eliminate these mechs if possible.
Are they carrying those triodium stuff?
Looks like one of them does carry a sample of the triadium alloy. Yeah.
If those Taurian if those enemies end up catching them off guard, we might lose that. Captain Terra, go to the coordinates on the briefing room and assist those civilians immediately.
We're on our way.
Are you going to watch this or no?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna watch it.
Alright. I am loaded up now. You can go ahead and connect. Now I have to destroy at least 2 of the 3 enemy battle mechs to win. Okay. Initializing startup sequence. Go ahead, Phoenix.
Communications line, green. Begin startup sequence now.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This is command. We have possible contacts on the western side of this wall of this town. There are likely to be enemy battle mechs. To protect the civilians at all costs. We don't. Command, this is Nightmare. I have a confirmed visual on an enemy stalker ahead of my position, engaging. And we're exchanging fire. I'm going for the head. Oof. Sheesh. These stalkers are really something. Target destroyed. We lost one of our civilian mechs. More exchange fire. I also punched the Ceratorso. She also punched the Ceratorso. The APC is destroyed. Enemy stalker oh, she killed the pilot. That construction mech is getting too close to them. Gyro's hit. Whoops. He's not getting away. I'm going for the head. Command, this is Nightmare. Come in, over.
This is Nightmare. Go ahead.
No. Your command.
Sorry, this is Command. Go ahead, Nightmare.
All enemy mechs destroyed. We lost half of them, but we still have the Tridodium stuff intact.
Very well.
They are safely aboard and return to base. Minimum damage on my mech. Over.
Understood. We await your return.
Alright. Alright, you can go ahead and disconnect. And one of the double heat sinks is damaged, but she's not injured. Now I could take one of the. I could take a Stalker or a Banshee if I wanted to. Or do you want to go net or no? The Banshee's not really that good. So we get two bonus rolls because we have got 2 civilians survived. One of them was destroyed by pilot error. Incoming transition for Deviant Command. Well done. The supplies are secured. Return to base and wait for the orders. Okay. And for that we get 2 armored personnel carriers. Lieutenant Lake. Apparently some of the stuff they ended up doing, also some of the stuff that they also had also gave us a couple of armored personnel carriers. It might be helpful if we need to get some infantry into battle.
Interesting.
But for now, I'm going to have a couple of our mechanics mothball them because we don't need them right now. Now, how's the any further reports from Harona?
She's still analyzing the data that we managed to collect from Danielle Moo, or Wu, or however the hell you
Wu.
say her name.
Whoa. I mean, I think something tells me that she actually knows her.
Do you really want to take that risk?
It depends how dangerous the risk is.
I'd say the risk is, well, when the risk happens to be facing down 2 dreadnoughts and an asteroid of one of the most volatile substances in all of the universe, you tell me.
Alright. Have a work on that. Till then, dismissed. Next day is Friday, June 16th, 3043. Good morning, Lieutenant.
Captain? What can I do for you?
I'm requesting the daily intel report.
Yeah, well, the intel we just got definitely proves one thing in particular. That ship is coming, or should I say, those ships are coming right at us with one hell of a vengeance.
Do you know what their intentions are?
Well, considering that both those dreadnoughts are only used for like mass scale invasions, I definitely say they're definitely aren't here for peace negotiations.
Well,
But that's not the worst part. Take a good look at. We actually managed to get at least some kind of an image of the insignia on those dreadnoughts. Look familiar to you?
no way. Are they part of the? Are they remains of the Black Federation?
Looks like members of the Black Federation have actually joined together with the Torian Concordat.
I thought we got rid of those guys.
So did I.
Yeah. So you telling me those pirates are really called the Black Federation?
I'm afraid so.
I thought we got rid of those from House Liao. How could it lead to this?
I wish I knew.
That probably explains how.
Unless my grandfather figured that out. That's the reason why he was killed.
So really, those traitors are really spies. And if Davian Command doesn't heighten up their their security software and such, it's only going to make it much more easier for spies to infiltrate through the tracks. Now you know why we have strict rules when people end up wanting to actually join us. What is our? So you had a conversation with Harona.
Yeah. Let's just say that when she found out about the Trium asteroid, let's just say that I don't think I've ever seen her. Let's just say that their face turned absolutely pale white.
But the question is she ready to fight?
That's the thing.
So
The minute after she saw that asteroid, the only thing she said was, when do we start our counter-strike?
very shortly. We're gonna let Davion spearhead that one. Just know that
See,
some of us may not
hang
come
on a
out
second.
alive.
We actually may have caught a break, though.
Hmm?
Aside from being one of the most volatile substances, well, aside from being one of the most volatile alloys in the universe, it's also the most dense.
So, what are you suggesting?
Right now, the reason why they actually haven't reached us yet is because right now they're too busy trying to tow that asteroid.
So
Normally those dreadnoughts would have actually been here within at least 3 days' time. But since they're pretty much traveling at half of sublight speed,
So that's probably so basically shoot them when their pants are down.
precisely. However, there is one problem. Both dreadnoughts happen to be extremely well defended.
Okay, so what are we talking about here?
Nothing much. We're just talking we're talking about the most advanced defense grid on this side of the galaxy itself.
I think. Wait a second. There's an image. There's a satellite image that is coming down on that part of the thing. Oh my god. Oh no. I hope Black Phoenix doesn't see this.
Doesn't see what.
I don't know if you want to know what I just saw.
Show me.
Very well. But prepare to explode in anger. As I show you the image. I roll a 14. You see that? It's him!
You gotta be kidding me. How the fuck is he still alive?
Something tells me though that those pirates are not just there to just revive him. They're there to try to tear him apart too. For his treasonous acts. And unfortunately they're extremely far away. We can't do any airstrikes at it without refuel. We're too far from that. We're gonna have to wait for them to come to us.
I'll be in the simulator. Take command until I need, like I said, I'm going to the simulator to basically clear my head.
Very well.
No one is to disturb me, not even Herona. Am I clear?
Unless there's something critical. Till then, you're dismissed.
Acceptable.
Nothing else happens throughout the day. Saturday, June
Nothing
17th.
else except for me blowing out at least 3 of the simulator pods.
Yeah. While you overloaded them. Saturday, June 17th, 3043. Well, you do something this time.
Come in. It's actually going to be Herona that comes in.
Yes, Lieutenant. You summoned me?
Yes, I actually did, Herona. Have you had a chance to finish looking over the details of the of that Triadium asteroid? Because right
Yes.
now you're pretty much our resident expert on it.
Yes, that asteroid is actually is the main reason why there is almost indefinite delay of those dreadnoughts getting to us. Those Triarium asteroids, if they hit something as big as a dreadnought, they can cause some extreme damage to the side that they even destroy life support.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Triadium is highly unstable in extremely cold temperatures, correct?
Yes, exactly.
So the question is, how the heck are they able to keep it steady while towing it? Hold the phone. Harona, I need you to go to the simulator and run these calculations through your neural implant. If this actually works, we may be able to kill 2 birds with 1 Triadium asteroid. You're dismissed.
Alright. Yes, sir.
Captain McDonald, can you come to my office, please? Come in.
Yep. Lieutenant, do you know that Lieutenant, you summoned?
I did. I think we may have actually caught a break on this after all. Something about the Triadium asteroid was actually bothering me while I was doing these simulations last night.
Okay.
And then it finally hit me.
Okay.
Literally. The trait. You remember the prototype Eagle, right? How the power cell actually had to be kept at a relatively stable temperature?
Yes.
How the hotter remember the hotter it got, the more stable it became?
Yeah.
Well, that got me thinking, how would they be able to transport a substance as volatile as a Triadium asteroid to the vacuum of space?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Space is extremely cold with no gravity.
Exactly. The only way that they would have actually been able to pretty much keep it within a temperature core is through these tractor pulse emitters.
Ah.
Looks like they're actually keeping everything within a stable temperature.
So that's probably one thing they get disabled. If they
But this
wait a second, if those dreadnoughts are going through an asteroid field, how are they gonna survive?
that's just it. They wouldn't. But the thing is, here's the thing. Because all their power is actually being routed to their tractor emitters, it actually renders a majority of their systems completely vulnerable to conventional weapons.
They are, huh?
So basically, one single strike to the power grid will take out the tractor emitters, cause a temperature related chain reaction in the Triadium, and boom! Both dreadnoughts will be taken out with one blast.
Ah, so this will be interesting. All right, so Davian Command is gonna also be on the ready just to destroy the survivors.
Actually, I actually plan to submit this plan to Davian personally.
Send it now.
No, I mean personally, I mean going directly to Davion Command's headquarters. to deliver in person.
Okay. Arranging to. Are you sure you'll be able to go? So what are the doctors saying?
Doctor says I'm actually stable. However, I'm actually barred from active field duty for a couple more days.
All right. We'll keep an ear out. I want you to go over there and present them that stuff now.
I'll leave immediately.
6 hours later, you come back, and I roll a 20.
Captain McDonald, Spaceman Harona, meet me in my office. Stat.
Okay. We're here?
Come in.
Shh. Yes, Lieutenant.
I just got back from meeting with the bigwigs over at Davion. Davion's fleet is actually changing course. Or at least half of them are changing course to intercept the asteroid.
Yeah. Aren't they also going to let the pirates run into that?
That's actually the plan. Several of Davion's ships are actually fitted with a special kind of magnetic shielding. And since the asteroids happen to be made of a composite metal alloy, pull enough of them, and they can become just as potent as any kind of weapon.
Oh yeah.
So in essence, we're going to be dragging an asteroid field to take him down.
Man, there's no way they're probably going to survive that. Alright. So, I want you to continue tracking the situation, and I want Horona to get back into the simulator.
She's already in there now. She actually, to be honest with you, she hasn't left the simulator in 2 days.
Yeah, she's coming pretty competent.
In the meantime, do a complete inventory check of all of our supplies, just in case.
You got it. And with that, is that the end day?
Yes.
It is now Sunday, June 18, 3043. The right arm of your mech is still being repaired.
Yeah, my mech is still... If anything, my mech is still in pretty bad shape.
Yeah, well, the arm's been pretty badly damaged in that fight after you took an explosion. Lieutenant,
Yes, Captain.
any updates to the situation? I roll a 1.
I just received word from Davion Command.
And
Half of our fleet will be here in 2 days.
half of their fleet?
Half of Davion's fleet will be here in 2 days.
We can't survive that long. We better hope that asteroid field keeps them back. Otherwise we're fucked.
There's actually something else as well. The other half managed to move the asteroid field within the range of those 2 dreadnoughts.
Okay.
It managed to take out the tractor emitters for one of the dreadnoughts itself. It managed to cause a chain reaction. At least half one of the dreadnoughts is destroyed from the asteroids alone.
What about the other ships?
I have a squadron of 14 ships that went to take care of the asteroid field.
Well, the pirate ships.
Only a badly damaged dreadnought and less than 100 ships, 100 pirate ships made it out.
And that's still quite some time. That's still quite a lot.
But the thing is, they're very, very low on life support and weaponry.
That's not good for them. All of a sudden you hear
There's one other thing. As for our own forces, 14 ships that were sent to intercept and carry the asteroid field, only 3 made it back.
Well, we got ourselves a meteor storm. Let's hope that those asteroids don't fall on us.
That's a good thing I came prepared for that. This is Lieutenant Lake. Raise the shield.
And all officers report the briefing room immediately.
We're on our way. Oh yeah, just so you know, during the 3 months of no combat, I actually managed to install a defensive shielding around the base that can be activated should we encounter any meteor storms.
Roger that. Ooh, something is. The translocator is acting up again.
Hang on a second. Let me give it a little bit of give it a little bit of, as the old Terrans call it, a little bit of English.
It's playing.
Display.
Incoming transmission from Enemy Command to Lieutenant Scarlet Angel. Lieutenant Angel, a single lines of enemy tanks are approaching the town limits, and enemy reinforcements are also expected to follow as well. The enemy are also bringing infantry to attempt to overrun the town in a group with the reinforcements. We suggest bringing your own infantry to help support with the defense also. Hold them off by destroying about 50% of the main force coming in. They include 2 SRM carriers, a round support tank, and a demolisher heavy tank.
Oh shit, they're bringing out the big guns.
Sorry, but unfortunately, as much as I want to help, I'm still sidelined till tomorrow.
Alright. We have a group of infantry that are already in that town over there. Their orders are to help defend the town. Lieutenant Angel, I want you to go out there and wreck these people. I wish she was here for that, but do you wanna take half of the enemy
I'll observe this one. I'll join you for the final showdown.
All right. Well, the last one's involving my lance.
Well, in that case,
I'll give you an archer and a centurion.
all right.
But I do have to fix this stuff.
Let me guess. Need a few minutes at most.
No, I don't even need that. And of course, I'm gonna make sure they're hidden. The enemies are gonna be coming in from the east, and we're starting in the center. Actually, do you want the Liarison as well? I'll give you a Centurion and the Scorpion.
That'll do.
Alright, just connect when you're ready.
Understood.
Community. All right. We're starting in the center. Ready. Waiting. Ready. Ready when you are.
Very well. Starting in center.
Yep. Waiting on you.
I've already hit the
Yep. And well, the other thing.
communications line. Green. Begin startup sequence. Now.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Oh, apparently the AI and her, the Betty and hers doesn't screw around.
Ammo level critical. Ammo depleted.
Alright, so they're coming in from the east. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hide some of these platoons in these buildings. Ground floor. I want you to deploy at the western part of the town, behind some buildings if you can. This would be a great spot for an ambush, wouldn't it?
Yes, it will be.
So here's how the infantry works. When they end up shooting them, there is a number that you have that they have depending on the type of weapon damage that they do. And the damage is variable. However, they do like about half but they do damage in 2-point clusters, kind of like SRM, depending on the number of troops that actually hit. Oh, since there's some deployments in the southeast. Why don't you deploy near the? Why don't you deploy the other one in the northwest? You know what? You probably know what we're planning on doing here, right?
Yes. I've already got it all planned out. I have spoken.
Alright. I'm gonna move here. Black Phoenix, you should move your Centurion behind to the other side of those buildings.
Hmm. So where am I moving the
Centurion?
Yes.
I'd say like 0712 or 8, either 717 or 816.
So Centurion 716. Gotcha. Actually, you know what? Better idea for this. If I'm gonna do this, I'm doing it right.
We're doing an ambush, remember?
I mean, when it comes to moving points. Trying to be extra careful. Okay, so I can do it that way. This is gonna get messy, and I apologize in advance.
You destroyed one of the buildings.
Like I said, I apologize in advance.
Well, you did quite a bit of damage to it, just so you know.
Ah, Carabast. I hate when I do that. And I definitely screwed this one up, didn't I?
No, not totally, yet. So I'm going to jump Scarlet behind this building over here. And the archer's holding position. Alright, you can move the Scorpion to that other place.
So where am I moving my Scorpion to?
And behind one of the buildings, out of the sight of those tanks.
Moving the coordinates 1214. No, 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 no! I marched to go around them, not over them.
Well, just individual. You know, you can just individually click the single hexes that you wanted to go around.
I give up. But this is the reason why I never liked actually going with anything that has to do with pavement.
Well, the payments are not really that big of a deal. The only problem is it took out half the men. How about we reset? How about we actually just reset this, since this is not supposed to go the way it was supposed to.
Cut!
Alright, connect now. We're not gonna bother with the sequence again. There you go. Now let's try this again. Now I deploy around that lowered elevation. Okay, so motorized platoon. Ground floor. Jet platoon. Floor number 1. Floor 2. Your turn to deploy.
Hmm. This is gonna be a trick.
Alright, so I'm going to deploy my archer here and my other archer here. Griffin there, archer here. Alright, they're coming from the northeast this time.
Are you back to streaming live?
Yeah. So right now I'm just going to hold position. Alright, Scorpion, why don't you position yourself towards the middle of the town. Just don't go over any of the buildings. If you wanted to do like a custom path, you just individually click the path of the hexes you want to go. With the last one obviously being at the final destination. Hold your position, Centurion. Okay, that does a little bit of damage there.
They're coming from the north or they're coming from the southeast?
Yeah, they're coming from the northeast and southeast. So why don't you use your scorpion to try to draw the rhino closer?
Good idea.
What I want them to do is try to get them adjacent to both of my to my infantry units.
Alright. Will this work?
Yeah, that should work for now. I'm not going over the building. I'll do right. I'll go right here. And I probably hold position again with the Centurion since it's not detected. Okay. Alright, waiting on you. I'm going to spot this rhino tank. I'm also going to spot this SRM carrier. Now, if see the special thing around that SRM carrier that I just lit up?
Yes.
Alright, you can switch your Centurion's LRM-10 to indirect fire mode by clicking on the LRM-10 and then hitting the tab.
Indirect fire engaged.
Alright, so indirect fire. I'm going to shoot that SRM carrier. Let's
Hmm.
Well, we did do some damage to the SRM carrier. And there's nothing to declare physical attacks for. Excuse me for a sec, I gotta make a phone. I actually do need to make a phone call. But
Alright.
all we're trying to do is lure these people into the infantry. But I'll activate them if I have to. But don't do any physical attacks on the buildings, please. Right back. Alright, it's your move. We're still trying to lure those others into the town.
So Scorpion hold position.
You're well. At least try to get behind the At least get behind the building. So you're not in its sight. Alright, I'm gonna spot here. You can shoot at the SRM carrier. That SRM carrier is basically doing wasting its shots shooting at the Griffin and the Heavy Woods.
I can't get off a good shot.
With the Centurion?
Yeah, with the Centurion.
Well, at least, well, if it's lasers, you just need just fire if you have at least a 12 to hit.
Didn't even have. Like I said, wasn't even able to. Couldn't exactly get a good firing solution.
Target destroyed. Alright, round 4. They have to move first. Now that the final tank is moving into position, I'm now gonna take a point blank shot at it. And shoot at it with the SRM launchers. And that means that they will no longer be hidden. Yeah, see that demolisher tank?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're going to attack it, try attacking it from rear, but don't get get within 3 of it because those things have 2 AC-20s on the turret. I'm actually now gonna activate the. I'm gonna activate the other two since there's no longer a point of doing so. At least you get 50% cover being there. Alright, get behind the Rhino tank. Use your Scorpion to get behind the Rhino tank.
Right. Hope he is insured.
Well, you know that point blank. Did you know that point blank shot actually caused that LRM-20 to get hit?
Like I said, I hope they are insured.
And there's also one thing you have to know about infantry. Just be extremely careful not to get too close to them. Cause that shot, I scored a hit, and on the cluster table I had 16 troops, and on that they caused 9 damage altogether in 2-point clusters. And luckily the LRM-20 that one of the LRM-20s on its turret actually took a hit. Oh, it's my turn to fire?
Yes, your turn to fire.
Alright, I can't do anything else here. And one of the most important things about using infantry is that you should always try to avoid having them out in the open if possible. Alright, in Centurion I would definitely shoot at the demolisher that's shooting at you. Luckily for you, it's got a very poor chance to hit. It's firing both of its AC-20s. And as you probably know, when it comes to vehicles, they are extremely they're very hard to take out. They are impossible to overheat. No, shoot that. And you got the Rhino tank as well. Oh, guess it's time to kick that kick that tank. And those rhinos are extremely heavily armored. initiative. Alright, now would be a good time for the Centurion to get around the back of that Demolisher. Try not to be too close. But I would do the long run if you can. Good. Don't want to be too close to that. Yeah, can you also move that Scorpion out of there, out of the same thing, out of the same hex as that Rhino?
Where you want it to go then?
On top of the motorized hover platoon. The motorized platoon.
You mean what's left of it?
Well, the motorized platoon. Face. I was gonna hopefully face that way, but okay. But want to hear the awesome thing about infantry?
Enlighten me.
They are the only units in the game that can fire within the same hex as with an enemy, as the enemy that they're in. Well, that Demolisher tank is shooting at the Centurion, but it doesn't exactly have the best hit chance. So what are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna make up an offer that I can't refuse.
Well, it's your turn to fire.
Like I said, they're gonna get an offer they can't refuse. They bring a they bring a knife, she'll bring a gun. They send one of yours to the hospital, they send one of theirs to the morgue. That's the Battletech way. Can't help it. Come on, seriously, it's Connery.
Yeah.
Untouchables.
Yeah. And I don't want to swarm I don't want to swarm it because I don't have a good end. My stuff isn't that good for that. But I will shoot the laser rifle at the SRM carrier. Your turn to shoot.
Hmm.
Yeah, the other thing about the infantry is that they have no firing arc restrictions, with the exception of the field gun. And change the turret. 7 troops hit of the laser, only causing 2 damage, but it does actually cause damage to the motive systems, and the mechanized hover platoon actually caused some damage to the laser, to the SRM. Now it's your turn. I don't think you want to kick a building. Well, just in, the Kansas City Chiefs are going to the Kansas City Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl.
No! Niet! 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 Nein! Nunca!
What?
I was actually voting for the other team.
Titans?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was a good game at least.
Also, for all of you that were watching this, we apologize for the brief outburst. Some of us are just a bunch of crazy sports fans. Thank you.
Remember the Titans.
Oh no.
Enemy reinforcements have arrived.
Alright, let's finish up these bastards and get the hell out of here.
Yeah. And since they're out in the open, I think the mechanized hover platoon laser is gonna start shooting at the other infantry.
So, what am I going to be shooting at this time?
Well, switch to my turn. 'Cause I want. I think you should have your Scorpion go after probably that pack rat.
Wait. Pack rat? What the hell is a...
That it's a 818. Alright, I'm gonna jump on. Alright, For the other one, what are that? Wait, what are that where did that demolisher go? Oh wait. Hey, can you actually go to? Actually, could you go to like 1206 possibly, or the edge of the or the edge of that little valley? Maybe go to 1308.
Construct done. Turn which direction?
Southwest. Oh, that pack rat's about to blow up. Yep, that demolisher's over there. Should I swarm the tank?
End it.
Target the Helo assault gun. And they also take and infantry also take a lot less damage from those extremely high powered guns. Your turn to shoot.
This is how you really get customers' attention.
I'm also gonna shoot missiles at the infantry because that's the best thing you can do. There's also an APC and a hover tank. I'm gonna shoot the hover tank. I've taken some damage. Oh, I actually immobilized the Plainsman medium hover tank. And and the motorized SRM platoon swarmed the Rhino tank. Just whatever you do, just try not to focus on that Rhino, because if the thing explodes, all the infantry that are currently on it will die. Alright, ready?
Yeah.
You also did heavy damage to the pack rat. It lost half its movement speed. Alright, your turn to move. I'd say probably maybe stand on top of the demolisher tank. Jump to the rear.
So what am I moving my scorpion to, huh?
Yeah, keep going after that pack rat. The armor is weak on the right side. Alright, shoot him.
I cannot shoot them. I'm on top of him. I can't shoot them, remember?
Okay. Well, you usually can stomp on the tank. This is also infantry versus infantry combat. Oh, Scott's also gonna shoot its ass. Wait, what? And the scorpion. Well, that scorpion can't torso twist, but you can probably kick it.
Yes, I can kick it.
Yeah. Well, you can't. Well, I can't shoot at it yet. The plainsman hover tank's destroyed. The ammo explodes. Missed with 2 of them. And you can stomp the tank. Yep, heavy damage. Alright. Heat phase is done. Round 8. We don't want to spend too much longer here. Alright. We completely won the initiative. Alright. Just position yourself behind the tank. Alright, switch to my turn. Switch to my turn again. Alright, now chase after that pack rat. And I'd approach 0216 and face north.
Which direction?
North. Oh boy, this is not going to be good. Oh, good thing that track APC is facing the wrong way. Otherwise, my
Alright, time to finish off the pack rat once and for all.
yeah. If that heavy track APC faced north, I probably would lose. I probably would likely lose the whole my whole unit. All right. Now it's time to shoot him in the. Now it's time to shoot that Ryan, that demolisher in the ass. Just know you are likely about to take some damage. Oh. Mental note. It appears that you should not. Swarming enemies with missile weapons is not a good idea. Now time to finish off that pack rat. Shut. Ouch. Black Phoenix.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, the left arm. Luckily, the left arm took the hit on that Centurion, which is not a big deal. Now, in order to kick that thing over. And the pack rat's destroyed. Hopefully, this will be the last round. Alright, move the Scorpion first.
Where to?
We gotta towards the Demolisher. I'll jump on the SRM carrier. I probably go down into the woods. Since the AC-20 is jammed. Gotta stop the swarm. Alright, finish out that Demolisher tank. The thing has like 3 armor in the back, and it only has 8 internal structure. Well, we have killed the mechanized platoon that killed the other stuff. You've also just up the archer, the demolisher exploded. We lost 2 men in the exchange, but we also killed the platoon. That's a victory.
So it's
Yeah, we should maybe hurry up a little bit because we still got one more battle to do. Well, here's the good news we got the good news about the infantry.
what would that be?
We've only had minimum losses, and infantry are not always guaranteed. Infantry are not guaranteed to die if they actually get hurt. Right, hit done. And the thing is, every single person in that mechanized heavy platoon for that one kill actually have it on their kill log, and it counts as 1 XP for everybody in the squad. The thing with lasers is that they don't do as much damage. They're mostly like anti-personnel weapons, but they have the longest range. Alright, still waiting. I gotta wait for you to move on. So Lieutenant Scarlet Angel did really well. Out of all the casualties, only 3 infantrymen are KIA. There are a few that are very seriously wounded. I'm gonna pick up the foot platoon stuff. They got a lot of enemies that they. We have captured. Out of all that, only 1 person's been captured. Everyone else either got away or they did some stuff. That foot platoon is killed by Christila Spalpaju, or whatever I can say it. And we achieved the objectives. Now for the debriefing. Well done. The enemies are retreating and suffered only minimal losses. Return to base and stand by for further orders. And we're not gonna do dialogue here because it's the same day. And meanwhile, actually, there's only one thing I gotta do. Black Phoenix, there's an incoming transmission for me.
Understood.
Translating now.
Transmission from Davy Command to Captain MacDonald. Captain, it appears the enemy is trying to assault us. They are sending 2 Lances of mixed units towards our base. You are the only Lance currently in position to be able to stop this attack. If you can destroy 50% of these forces from breaching our perimeter, we will be able to hold them off and force a retreat.
Alright, no time to waste. I'm gonna head over there and fend them off right now.
Good hunting.
Roger that. The enemy has some air support coming in, just so you know. So direct storm flight to intercept.
They're already en route.
Roger that. You're just gonna observe this one?
Yeah.
Alright. Just connect now. You can connect now. I love how this thing, ever since the upgrades they're just so freaking fast. So who do you want to win the NFC Championship, by the way?
'49ers are still in it?
Yep, they're likely gonna. I think they're gonna win. Alright, Alright, time for this. You do the startup stuff.
Communication sequence is in the green. Initiating startup in 3, 2, 1. Mark.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This would have been great. This would be a great place to put some infantry, kind of, but not really. Command, this is Crimson Lance. We are deployed on the ground, requesting intelligence. Over.
This is command. Stand by. We're gonna do a scan of the area. This is command. Multiple contacts bearing 180.
Roger that. 180. We are intercepting. Contact. Fire starter and a trebuchet are detected in the area. And the conduct crashed into prohibited terrain, which means they are stuck. We have there's a Taurian Concordat Archer. Alright, looks like we have hit some guys. We're moving up. fire starter. The fire starter. Ugh, taking some damage. So the goblin tank is the mo. There's a Crimson Thunder. Enemy goblin tank is now been immobilized.
Copy that.
This is Stormflight. We have enemy contacts on our radar. We are beginning attack run. Oh, flow of the fire starter. I am going to strike at the fire starter. I'll strike at the trebuchet. Goblin tank destroyed. And the Galleon tank was blown off. And the trebuchet fell over. It's half the enemy's gone. Unfortunately, that fire starter is going to get away, but that's okay. There's a squad of infantry over there, but the thing is that infantry don't count. Target destroyed. The archer exploded. And there goes the vedette tank. I'm gonna go say hello to that condor. I think the hey, I think the fire starter ejected.
I had to agree.
I'll fire this as well. Firing. And that one ghost rifle just obliterates the thing. Anna Marie Strugari's been hit. And I took out the leg of that trebuchet. Pilot ejected. Incoming Hellcat. Incoming thunder. Oh no, they dropped some. They dropped thunder bombs. Oh boy, that's not good. This is command. We detected the enemy landmines. Careful not to step on them. Up. Yeah, that takes care of that now, doesn't it? See the power of landmines?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the pilot's actually dead because of that too. Alright, that was a quick mission. Now we get to do the debriefing with the for the 15 minutes we have left. Just waiting on you. Actually, I think we destroyed every single unit. Except for the air, of course. What do you say? Take the fire starter?
Yeah.
And I'll probably salvage some of that other stuff too. Probably get that galleon up there. We also captured that trebuchet pilot. Or one of them at least. Yeah, we prevented every single enemy, because I do believe that fire starter actually ended up destroying itself. I'm gonna surprise you in a second here, Black Phoenix. Incoming transmission from Deviant Command, Black Phoenix.
Patch it through.
Outstanding work, Mech Warriors. None of the enemies that are assaulting us have actually broken through. We also did a recon raid over there, and we can confirm Alexander Keys is alive, but being taken prisoner. They must have done something to when they dug up his grave. Stand by for further orders. As I come back. Black Phoenix, please report to the hangar bay immediately.
I'm on my way.
Beep. As you notice, as I
Uh.
climb out of the Highlander.
Alright, what? Alright, what is it?
Good news and bad news. Captain
Give it
Keys,
to me.
your
Give me the
grandfather's
bad news first.
well, actually, the good news is that your grandfather's is alive. Bad news, he's taken prisoner. Roll, please.
Yeah, roll.
10.
I was afraid that this would happen.
How did they end up? How did they end up doing it?
Desecrating a grave is one thing, but being able to bring back the dead, that in itself should not be possible.
Something tells me like something going on that I need to know about.
Unfortunately, I don't have any answers for you in this instance. But one thing is certain. If he's been brought back to life against his own will, there's only one way I can actually end this.
What are you gonna do?
Quite simple. Next time we kill, if he's brought back against his own will, it means they have his body but not his spirit. And the only way that this is going to be resolved is doing what I should have done initially. We find him, we burn him.
But what
So
if?
there isn't.
But what if his body is still? What if his bot? But what if he's still intact and able to work with us again?
We don't have. Right now, we don't exactly have all the details on how they did this.
But I'm going to make. He's going to. If he's go. He's one thing for sure. If he's going to. If he's going to come back, if he's going to be able to come back to our side, then we should be able to bring him back and have him resume his
Captain,
training.
listen to me carefully. He said that if by any chance he was ever brought back against his own will, to kill him again and burn him so he can't be resurrected, regardless of what anyone else thinks. This was actually promised a long time ago, Captain. This goes beyond my obligation with the Stormbringers. This is family. And if you're not going to help me go along with this, then I resign my commission here and now.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. We'll find out more information when it comes to it, Lieutenant.
If there isn't anything else,
Is there any? What is there any other intel?
there is one thing. Salvage team actually managed to obtain this metal fragment.
Where did they get this from?
It was actually found on. It was found on one of the enemy mechs that was destroyed.
Which one? The fire starter?
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's extremely strong. Probably from the flamers that it has.
Look at the alloy carefully. You see how it's actually maintaining a constant temperature?
Yeah.
That's triadium.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
This only means one thing. They've managed to find a way to use triadium to their advantage, and unless we find a way to counteract that, this war may be lost.
Oh my god. If they found that triadium, if they did what I think it did, I don't think killing your grandfather again is going to be possible.
Come with me, Captain. We re-enter my office. I go right behind my desk. And put it this way, there's actually a portrait of basically of myself with my entire bloodline. I move the picture over and I type in a 4-digit code. Let's see. We know that one thing in particular Actually, one thing in particular is actually the weakness of triadium. Extreme cold,
Hmm?
which is the reason why this was actually developed. Behold, the Sub-Zero armor.
Well. And what do we do here?
We use it to kill my grandfather one more time.
Hopefully.
And this time, we're gonna make sure that he stays down. Because with the Sub-Zero armor attached to a battle mech, we're gonna be ready to bring an end to the Concordat and to what's left of the Black Federation, or die trying. To be continued.
Okay, so that's going to end the stream for the night. We thank you very much for coming along, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Until next time, I am Crimson Thunder.
I'm Black Phoenix.
Goodbye, everybody.
See you next time.
Bye there.